Welcome to the 28th Angle podcast, where your host, Shelley,
Victoria,
and Heather
are here to hang out, have some fun, and share our different perspectives on a variety of topics. So let's get into it.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Hey.
What did you guys do this past week?
Well, it was Easter this past week, so we did nothing really but went to Universal.
That's fun. Did you have fun?
Yeah, we had fun.
Did you get to see more this time than last time?
Yes, we saw the other park this time. I can never remember them. It's the one with Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, Islands of Adventure.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So,
yeah,
we always
the other
go to
side.
the other one. Yeah,
Mhm.
So it was good. So,
Well, we got to celebrate Easter, so happy Easter, everybody, if you
happy
celebrate
Easter.
that.
Yep. Yep, so we all got together at her house with our kids.
I don't feel like we celebrate it in a sense that some people do, but we always just have fun with the kids. And this year we decided to set up a little bunny store, and they get to use their eggs that they find as quote unquote money to buy things from the bunny store.
Yeah. Yeah, so we did a little bit different this year. I think I really enjoy that because it gives the kids the choice to buy candy if they want, but also not have a whole bunch of candy just going to waste as well. So,
Yeah, because we always spend so much on candy when it's really not needed.
right. Yeah.
The kids are getting older and they don't care about candy as much as they used to.
Right. Yep.
Okay, so this episode is on me today. Since Victoria and Heather are identical twins, we thought it would be fun that I come up with a bunch of questions and put them on the spot. I want them to be totally honest. I want you guys to be totally honest. Throw each other on the bus, under the bus, if you will.
Under it, on it, over it, wherever.
Whatever.
wherever we throw each other.
For myself, I didn't know very many twins growing up. I think I might have worked with one or two, but I didn't know the sibling. So this is, obviously really good friends with both. But a fun fact, or actually, fun fact. Identical twins are relatively rare, occurring in 3 to 4 out of every 1,000 births. This means approximately 0.3% to 0.4% of all births result in identical twins. While fraternal twins are more common, identical twins are always the same sex and share the same DNA, as they originate from a single fertilized egg that splits early in development. I thought that was kind of a cool little tidbit, if you didn't know.
Yeah, definitely explains exactly the difference between identical twins and fraternal.
So, I have a series of questions. So they're kind of funny, kind of cool. So I'm going to ask them, and you guys could decide who's going to go first. Hopefully you have different answers. That'd be great. But I mean, I get it if you have the same. Okay, so I
They
already
are
know the
twins
answer.
after all.
Right. I already know the answer to this part, but here we go. First question. Who came out first, and have they been acting like the boss ever since?
So I came out first, Victoria. I came out 7 minutes before her. So,
wow.
and I'll let her answer. I've
So
been
she's
the
been the
boss ever
boss?
since.
I mean, maybe at some points in life, I feel like we've alternated back and forth at some point.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay. I think we had asked this question in a previous episode, but well, just in case somebody didn't catch it, have you ever switched places just to mess with someone, and how bad did it get? If you did.
Did you want to answer it?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, I mean, we've never actually switched places. Obviously, that's like the biggest question we got growing up, like all the time. Oh, how often do you guys switch classes? Like, why would I want to go to her class? Like
even from
Right?
the teachers, like the teachers would even ask us.
yeah, like when it's like, why? I mean, I know my own class. Why would I want to go to hers instead? I don't. it didn't make any sense to me. But so no, we've never switched places, but we have worn the exact same thing and then waited till both of our boyfriends at the time pulled up in their truck and seen if they could figure out which one was which to see like if the right one would walk up to the right chick. So and they failed. So
And they didn't. Yep, they failed.
yeah, they failed. They just stood there until we gave up and told them which was which. So
Which is crazy to me because everybody always says once they get to know us, we don't look
Don't
alike
look
or
alike
sound
anymore.
alike. So.
Yeah, I mean, I can vouch for that because, I mean, obviously I've known you guys for many, many, many years, and I already like I could never ever mess you up. I did once. Remember, I told you that story one time, and that was the first time I met Heather. So, but from 12 years on, never messed them up again. So,
well, and
they
I do know
sound different to me.
like I'll say we did look a lot more alike when we were younger, but even still, I mean, we've always heard that like, oh, you guys are two totally different people now. So maybe we threw them off by wearing the exact same thing because they'd probably never
Yeah.
seen that before. But I don't know. Yeah, we hear that a lot. So
There's sometimes though, like when you guys talk, sometimes if I'm not like looking at you, I'm like, wait, who said that? Like it's very rare that it happens, but yeah. So all right. So next question.
next
If one
question.
of you commits a crime, does the other automatically have an alibi?
I guess I've never really thought about
Yeah.
that, to be honest.
I guess I haven't either. It would depend on the crime, I think. If I'm being honest.
Okay, so
because I have my own family to take care of, so
Right?
like I love you and I protect you and
but
to
I
an
got
extent,
kids. Yeah.
right? I got my own life, and then I'm probably gonna have to take care of hers too, and that,
Right?
or the vice versa.
Well, this next question is kind of interesting. I've heard you guys tell stories, but it'd be cool for you to tell everybody. Have you ever felt each other's pain or emotions, like one gets dumped and the other cries, or one has a surgery and the other one feels the pains?
Yes. All the time. Emotions and stuff. I won't say pain. Like it's not like she's in pain and I automatically feel it. It's if she's in pain or feeling some certain way, it's like we'll just
She'll
get
know
like
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'll get like a feeling like something's wrong, and we'll message each other or whatever the case is, and be like, "Hey, you okay? What's going on?" Type thing.
Oh, that's so
yeah,
cool.
and that's what I was gonna say. It is. I would say yes. The answer is yes, but it's not in the traditional sense of like she broke her leg and now my leg is killing me. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, it's like, oh man, something's going on. What's wrong? Like, well, it's like a super anxious feeling or like like maybe like a tinge of pain, but more like an anxiety type pain, if that
Yeah,
makes
that's
sense.
what I was gonna say. It's almost like
Yeah.
anxiety. It's almost like we have anxiety for no reason, and we know it's not us. It's something
Right.
else. Something's wrong
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I will say to piggyback on top of that question, in school we always got the question, if I smack her, will you feel it? So
Right.
that's
Yeah.
how we know when you ask that type of question, like we don't mean it in like the physical sense, like if you slap her, I'm gonna feel where you slap her type
Right.
thing,
Yeah. I think one of the biggest reasons, or one of the biggest things for me that come with that question, is that like when she was in labor, I think for the very first time, I feel like it was really bad for me when she was in labor and giving birth for the first time. It was crazy.
Yes. Now, do you all have telepathy, or is it just practice side-eye communication?
Practice. I think both, maybe a little bit, depending.
It's a twin thing.
Yeah, I think it's like we have spent so much time together in our life that we kind of just know type thing. Like I don't know. I guess you can call it telepathy. I don't really know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know that it would fall under that, but it's definitely like a twin, like like, I don't know, level
Like
a
it's
twin.
something you can't explain. Only twins would
Yeah.
understand it type thing.
Yeah. 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 Not
I would say
like
that.
I can't
I'm like-
tell exactly what she's thinking, but I know exactly what she wants to say and what she's going to do and what her face says before she does it. But
Yeah, pretty much.
Crazy. Okay, this one's kind of funny. If you had to describe your twin as a household object, what would they be? Like toaster, plunger, lava lamp? Yeah. Victoria, you start.
wow. A household object. What would
Remember,
she
you love
be?
each other.
I don't know. I guess at this point, a coffee pot.
Yeah, for real.
take
Does
that, I
that count?
I can take that,
Yeah.
I guess. Wait,
Right.
a household item. So can it be like, I don't know, a bed because you love to sleep? I don't know. That would be my guess.
I would
Does that
consider that a
count?
household
Or-
item. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Should be a bed in every house. So.
All right, that's cool. Have you ever used your twin to get out of something? Like school, chores, or awkward conversations?
She used my ID once to get an alcohol drink.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have your ID on you?
I didn't have my ID on me, but she was there with me, so
Yeah,
we
we
just
were
showed them her
together.
ID, and they had to believe us. We're twins, so look, I'm of age. I promise. Like, but other than that, no. I think the answer would be yes. Do we have any specifics like that come to mind? No, but I'm sure I've definitely been like, oh well, she is doing this, and so I have to go with her. Or, I don't know if that counts. It's like a twin thing, but. Like
Yeah,
even
I'm
in school,
sure
I
it
guess
happened.
too. Yeah.
Without
Like,
even
oh,
thinking
she
about
got to stay off school, so I also get to stay out of school. Like,
Yeah.
So this one's more of probably like when you guys were younger. But have you ever had a crush on the same person?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't think so. No.
You had different taste in men.
Yeah, I guess we did.
Partners?
Sure.
Yeah, but we were also completely different. Like,
Yeah, you were. I've
our
seen
vibes
pictures.
as a teenager when that day and age came out. Yeah, we were so different.
Okay, I want the dirt on this one. What's the dumbest argument you have ever had? Like full blown fight over popcorn flavors or something. Like, what was the dumbest thing you guys ever fought over?
I really don't know if I remember.
So I think, and I don't even know that I would say that we argued, but this is one that comes to mind when you say that. So growing up, we each had best friends, so like separate best friends. Like, so she had a best friend and I had a best friend, basically. But because we all hung out at the house or together or in school, we basically were all four pretty good friends. But it was still, there was a very clear line that one was her best friend and one was my best friend. So like there was a very clear line there. So I remember one time that I like wrote her best friend a note or something to pass in school. And for some reason she took it, I don't know, like she must have been in a mood that day or something, but her best friend took it and said that she never wanted to talk to me again because I wrote her the dumbest note. Like we were in high school or like maybe not even high school. I don't remember. I think it maybe even was middle school or something. And she was like, we're not friends anymore. I'm never writing you. And then of course she tried to bring her on that side because she's not talking to me and she's not friends with me anymore. So, and it was like over what I wrote on a note, like because it was boring. Like the exact wording for her, I think, was that it was a boring note. And so she wasn't going to be friends with me anymore. Like,
That had to have been middle school.
yeah. It was like the dumbest
sure it was.
thing
I don't remember
ever.
it. So
Yeah, I think it was like 8th grade. So
it was probably middle school.
it was crazy. But yeah, that's the only thing that really comes to mind for me. Other than that, I'm sure we fought over like toys and stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we fought over dumb things.
My mom did a good job at like us each buying us our own though.
Yeah, that's good. So, I know this answer because this is not your personalities, but if you were to win $10,000, but you had to spend it entirely on trolling your twin, what would you do?
Oh, that'd be pretty mean.
It would be, but you only get this $10,000 if you troll your twin. So what are you doing?
But I don't ever get to use it. So I mean, it's pretty much going to go to waste.
I was gonna say,
Right?
can I trick the system and just buy the family compound and pretend to troll her?
biggest
All there?
troll.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Figure out
Just
something.
build a house full of trolling effects
Yeah,
for her.
something.
That's what I'll do.
Something along
Every
those lines.
doorknob she turns in her new house rings alarms.
Yeah, or something.
And anytime she goes out the back door, stuff falls on her head. I don't know.
You have to put a puzzle at each door she goes through or something.
Right. Something. All the doors in the house are hidden doors and you have to find them.
Oh my god.
But she still gets the house. She's just
Yeah.
gonna have
She's gonna have to work for it.
Unfortunately, that means the family has to as well.
Sucks for them. They're part of the trolling, I guess.
Okay. If your twin had a warning label, what would it say?
Warning, her face says she's meaner than she is.
Yeah.
That's true. I really don't. I feel like yours could be the same thing, but I'm trying to think of
I
something
know.
different.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that one.
Okay. Okay, so which one of you is more likely to join a cult and which one would lead it? I don't think any of you would join a cult.
Depends on what you see as a cult, I guess.
I think we're already in a cult.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And I think we take turns leading it.
We swap and take turns leading it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you would never know.
Depends on the week.
What's the weirdest twin question a stranger has asked you, and did you lie about it? Like, did you lie? Answer.
The dumbest twin question I ever get. Are you twins?
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Are you twins?
Have you ever pretended not to be a twin and be like, "Oh no,
Yes.
it's better"?
All the time.
Yeah, we
The
have
answer was
actually.
automatically no a lot of the times. Yeah.
So funny.
Which is funny because we were just talking about this in the car. The problem with joking around and saying no when somebody asks that question is then that they then believe you. And they're like, wow, you guys look so much alike.
Yeah,
I'm like,
for
oh
real.
my God, we're twins. We're just kidding. Like, we get it.
If your lives were a Netflix series, what would it be called, and who would get the most airtime or
I
screen
don't know what it
time?
would be called, but I'm pretty sure I would get the most airtime. I've had the most drama in my life. Thank you.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, I'm really bad with names in general, so it's hard to answer that one. But yeah, I guess I would agree with it.
Clearly, it took us how long to come up with the name for this podcast?
For right, yeah, for real. Like, there's no way I'm just going to be throwing out a Netflix name movie. But I would agree with that it would be her.
So who's the more dramatic one, and who's the emotional support twin?
She's definitely the most dramatic one.
I guess I could accept that. I can be a little bit dramatic, okay? Not all the time, but sometimes. Just let me have my moment and then I'll come back down to earth, okay?
All right. That's what we give you. It's fine. I don't know about the emotional support twin, though.
I feel like we have to go back and forth on that.
Yeah.
I think so. I think you both are at some point. Okay.
I will say that I'm definitely probably more emotionally supportive in general in life with things, but I would never say that she wasn't emotionally supportive to me if I needed it, you know? So,
Yeah, that's true.
Would you rather always have to dress identically forever or speak in sync forever?
oh my god. Yeah,
We just
dress.
dress the same.
Can you imagine? I'm trying to have a conversation with Victoria.
Can you please stop talking? That would
Oh
suck.
my god. What's a lie your twin told that you had to help cover up? I don't know if you guys want to say or not. It says no names. We're just taking notes.
Just taking notes. I'm sure there was some, but I don't know if I can even legit think of any right off the top of my head.
I'm sure there's been plenty for sure. I think the only one that really comes to mind is I think I left the house when I wasn't supposed to when it was really late in the middle of the night or something, and I got a speeding ticket. And I think she had to cover for me like she didn't know about it or something. I can't remember exactly.
I'm sure when I was pregnant, you probably knew about it, right? I don't
Oh
remember.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. Or when she was pregnant. Oh yeah, I definitely
When I
hid
was
that too.
teenage pregnancy,
Yeah.
she knew before obviously my mom didn't know for a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So she had to hide that.
And I think my mom even questioned me on that at some
I
point.
think she did too.
Yeah.
She did too. Once she found out, she asked you if you knew.
Yeah. I know. I didn't. Wow. Surprise. What? She's pregnant? I had no clue. Oh my God. Why would she do that?
That's probably the biggest one ever. So,
What's your go-to insult for each other that hits the right nerve?
I don't
oh my God. Well, Shelley, you trying to make us fight? We never really insult
you
each
guys
other, I
don't.
don't think.
No,
Like,
you
Yeah,
guys
that's what I
don't
was thinking.
insult.
It's not like I have something in my mind that's like, oh, if I say this, I know it's going to
I
bother her.
know it's
type
just
thing.
rage. Yeah. No. Now, I
Like
know we've said things in the past that probably have automatically done that, and we knew it was going to, but not enough to even
like
remember,
that was
you know?
planned type thing.
Right.
Like that was
Yeah.
planned to say that type thing.
Yeah, no.
Most likely it wasn't true anyway. So
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I have about 3 more questions, and then we're gonna do a quick lightning round when I'll explain that when we get to it. Okay. So
Okay.
3 questions I've got is if you had to choose a song that plays every time your twin walks into the room, what would it be? Every time she walks into the room, what song would play?
Something with pink.
I don't know. I kind of like that song Joe plays for you when you go into his stream. That's what I think of.
I love that song. By what, Ava Max?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't think
Oh,
of it.
that's what I think of when I hear that song is you,
Is me,
Victoria.
yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of like the
Sweet
first thing I thought of
Psycho.
now.
So Am I? Is that what it's called? So Am I by Ava Max?
Oh, maybe that's not the one. The one I was like, Sweet but Psycho, whatever. That's the one.
Oh, Sweet but Psycho. That's the other song, yeah. I do love that song.
As for Heather, Radio Gaga.
That would be for Shelley.
Shelley and I's song, by the way.
Yeah, when we
We have
walk
to
into
sing
a room.
karaoke.
Every time we do karaoke, we have to sing the song sober, and then we have to sing it at the end of the night. It's like a must.
Don't worry, I'm sure you guys will never get to hear it because none of us will ever put that on Facebook for you guys. Sorry.
I would do it.
No.
I'll do it, guys. I got you. I'd probably do So What by Pink, or maybe Raise Your Glass or Trust Fall or something. One of the newer Pink songs, so.
Okay. 2 more questions.
2 more?
2 more. So I believe I already know the answer to this one. Who's more likely to cry at a commercial, and who mocks them for it? They don't cry. It would be me crying for them.
Yeah, legit.
Shelley would be crying and we'd be
Shelley-
mocking her for it.
Yes.
Both of us at
So,
the same time.
I inserted myself into that question. Because they
But I
won't
think
cry.
I would be more likely to cry than her at a
Yeah.
commercial.
I'm pretty
Probably.
heartless.
Yeah. She's kind of known for being heartless too, so she knows it. But like if it was like a military reunion type commercial, that would probably make me
Oh,
cry.
yeah.
Like
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Last question of these questions. If aliens abducted your twin and replaced them with a fake, how would you know? Would you
I
know?
would just know.
I would know.
You would feel it?
Yeah.
I would feel it. It would be like probably them not making the right facial expressions or something.
Calling me by the right name. Something.
How they walked,
they would
maybe
mess
even.
up.
Yeah. Even calling me by name. I mean, like we do it in the podcast, obviously, but that's
Yeah, you
The
guys
only
person-
place
never,
we do it at.
yeah.
yeah, you guys never say Victoria, Heather. It's always
Yeah.
sis.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well that was fun. So thank you for all that insight. So now we're going to do a quick lightning round. All right. So I'm going to say two things. You're going to choose between two things. And you don't explain yourself. Just say like this or that, pretty much.
Okay.
So we'll make it, well, somewhat fast, but not really. Morning person or night owl?
Night
Night
owl.
owl.
Sweet or salty snacks?
Both.
Salty. Are we answering for ourselves though?
Yes,
Or
for
each
yourself.
Okay.
I'm
That's what
just
I was
thinking.
making sure. Yeah.
Text or FaceTime?
Text.
Text. Yeah, probably text.
Introvert or extrovert?
Introvert.
Introvert.
Messy or organized?
Depends on where I'm at.
In the middle.
I'm organized at work.
Funny or smart? I think you're both.
Smart.
Smart. Yeah, probably. A little both.
Reality TV or documentaries?
Reality.
I like both, but I like reality more. So
Coffee or tea?
coffee.
Coffee.
Pet person or nah?
I don't know. I
Pet
would say nah for
person?
me, but I don't mind pets. It's just easier without them.
Early or always late?
Early. Even though I'm always late.
Your intention is to be early.
Right. Just never works out.
At this point in my life, early, but a few years ago, it was probably always late. So
Talk it out or ghost?
depends on who it is.
Yeah. My instinct is to ghost, but I do like to talk it out with people. I just
Yeah.
have to remind myself of that.
I think we know this one. Planner or wing it?
Wing it.
You're the planner, Heather.
I wing
No.
everything. I plan when I
wing
have to.
Life. Yeah. When Aaron makes her.
Yeah.
Or it's necessary.
I have to balance it out for him. That's it.
Spicy food or mild?
Mild.
Mild. I like spicy food though, but mild.
Would you snitch or stay loyal?
On each other?
Or who it was.
Probably on each other.
Oh, loyal.
I'll stay loyal. Yeah.
Lie to spare feelings or tell the truth no matter what?
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth, but it depends on the situation.
Steal your twins' clothes or guard your closet? Guard your closet.
I'm stealing her
Steal her
clothes if I need them. Yeah.
And here's the last one. Who's the better twin?
I don't know. I think that's for you to answer, Shelley. Who's the better twin?
You both are. You both win.
Oh, we both win. Okay. That's weird, huh?
We both have our pros and cons, I'm sure.
Yeah, but you balance each other out quite nicely, so.
Well, she is half of me, so.
Right.
Literally.
And also, I don't know if anybody knew this, but, or maybe they did. I mean, we've talked about this, but they're twins, and their zodiac sign is Gemini, which is also twins. So that's
Yeah.
kind of really neat little tidbit there about them.
Yep. Our zodiac sign is Gemini, so we're twin Geminis.
So that is it for my twin questions for this episode. Thank you too for answering my questions. I hope you had fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, they were fun. It's always fun to hear what other people's thoughts of twins are. So
yeah,
I know,
if anybody,
it's so natural for us. Like, well, that's the only thing we know. You know,
exactly. Because you never know, like what having your own birthday is, or like
right. No.
Well, we've always gotten asked, what's it like being a twin?
Yeah,
what's it like being a single sibling? I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. Like, can you
tell
answer
me?
that?
Because I don't know.
You tell me how to explain it, and then I'll tell you how it is being a twin. Because I don't know. That's all I know.
In my opinion, it sounds horrible to live a single sibling life.
Just
so
by
I
yourself all the time, like that sounds so boring.
I have an older brother, but yeah, like growing up, he's 2 years older than me, so we never played together unless my mom forced us to play together. Because I was always crying because he wouldn't play with me. I didn't have that.
I feel like it depends on the stage of life. If you would have asked us what it's like being a twin, whether we liked it or didn't like. So
yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't know if there's ever a time we didn't like it though. Really,
well,
there'd be a time where it's like, oh, I wish I had my own birthday, or I wish I had my own life, but never really hated it.
So how was it? This is actually, I just thought of this question. When you lived away, Victoria, all those years in Virginia, how was it being apart from her for so long? Because you'd seen each other like what, a couple times a year?
Yeah, every couple months I'd go back for like a month at a time. Yeah. I mean, it was hard. I think even when we were like young adults, we'd be like, you're never allowed to move. We're never allowed to separate. And then I did it anyway. And
she just left me. She just left me.
I broke the rules and I left. Yep. And it sucks. I think we always joke and still joke, but it's not really a joke that twins should never be separated. So twins should always be close enough to hang out.
When she lived in South Carolina, or what was it? It was South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't that far. So, I mean, there would be weekends where unplanned, I would just get up and
get in the car and
drive
go.
the 5 to 6 hours and go visit her for the weekend and then come back. So,
yep. I mean, it was the same for me because in Virginia, I didn't have a job that I couldn't just leave real quick and take a month off or whatever. And then I was a stay-at-home mom after that. So it, yeah, I think if too much time went by, I would just jump in the car and plan a week visit. So we never let too much time go. But I think that's also helped her kids stay so close to me and all that. So,
and now your kids are like best friends.
Yeah, I'm still the best aunt in the world. Even though I lived apart.
All right. So if anybody has any questions for the twins, feel free to drop it in a comment on one of our social medias. But yeah, that's it for this episode.
Yep, that's going to wrap up this week. Remember, if you have any questions or ideas or anything, you can contact us at contact@the28thanglepodcast.com.
Yep, thanks for listening.
See you guys next week.
That's it for this episode of the 28th Angle Podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you enjoyed the conversation, be sure to follow and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Follow us on our socials at the 28th Angle Podcast for more updates and behind-the-scenes content.
Until next time, keep looking at life from every angle.
Especially the 28th.